everyone, this is Amy. I worked with Pacific Debt. The reason I decided to work with them is before the pandemic, I had work, and then there was a job loss, job reduction, and so with that, I accumulated debt before I could get reemployed. I became reemployed during the Great Recession, and the pay that I was accustomed to was not close. So I found myself in a position where I had $14,000 in debt. I still had student loans. My car wasn't paid off yet, so I was in jeopardy. I was getting paid. My credit was good, so I did a Google search to see about debt reduction and different programs and exploring that option. I did a Google, and I found towards the top of the list, Pacific Debt was one of the highly rated, A+ rating, U.S. News reviews, accredited over 20 years. So I called and I spoke to a lady. I wasn't real confident, and I realized I needed to do some more research. If I do this, what am I getting into? So as I did my research, I saw that some of the debt reduction companies basically reduce the payment amount, but would extend into the eons for paying off the debt. That could affect your credit. And then I learned with Pacific Debt, they work with the creditors, which include credit cards, banks, overdue bills. So they explain a lot of the creditors, they have repeat business, and that they negotiate your debt. For me, I had 3 major accounts. They negotiate your debt to less than half of what your loan is. For me, it was the 3 creditors. And so I agreed, and we agreed on what my monthly amount would be. It wasn't low, it wasn't high, it was right in the middle. It's where I could still maintain paying this debt and still stay afloat. My debt was nearly $16,000, and my program was for 42 months. I must say I had a good experience. They would have monthly check-ins to talk about the new settlements and what they agreed to, and they would contact various ones depending on where my debt aging was, and then they would negotiate. So I'd have my first one, and then my second one, and then finally my third one for the settlement and agreed settlement amount, which all of them were less than half. So this was great. I would have monthly check-ins about the financials, where we're at, how much we've paid, where we're going, anything that I need to provide them additionally. And then they were there to answer my questions. This has been a really good experience for me. They are a legitimate company, and I don't see them going anywhere. Debt is always amongst us, and there's, situations in your life that you can't have control over, like job loss, things like Great Recession, the Great Pandemic. Life happens, and then we have choices to make, and I'm glad this choice was available to me. So I would recommend signing up with Pacific Debt, and ask plenty of questions. Look at their website and your own personal research, so you can feel good about what you're gonna do going forward to get out of debt and relieve some of that overbearing stress, of trying to make it in this crazy economy. Life happens, and we have opportunities to take advantage of setting it right. So that's my thoughts on it, and I wish you all luck. I'm happy I did it, and have a great October. Greetings from Amy in Tampa. Take care.